This month, the month of November, because it's the summer season, we decided to make the sport focus to be swimming. So, to optimise the benefit of land-based training, you must select exercises with mechanical relevance to swimming action, particularly those movements which propel the swimmer through the water, such as the arm pull or the leg kick. As with any sport-specific training program, it is essential to have a strong foundation of strength prior to embarking on developing specific muscles. This can be accomplished through the general circuit training program at MedStrength. Once this has been done, then you can add additional training days to improve your swimming endurance. With guidance from us, your MedStrength trainers, the following exercises can help you stay in the water and travel further. So we're looking at the Swiss ball body pulls. Now this is a closed kinetic chain movement where the moving limbs remain in contact with a fixed object. Position yourself face down with your lower legs on the Swiss ball and your hands on the floor, supporting your weight, body parallel to the floor. This is the equivalent of a press up position with your feet up. Perform sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. What we're looking at here is the dumbbell closed grip press to pull over motion. This is going to work the pectoralis major and the latissimus dorsi. Really important for swimming, really important muscles to work to help increase stroke power. Really key muscle groups are getting worked out in this exercise, really good for conditioning. This is the former 100, so the idea is to do 100 of these repetitions. Basically you're going to work the transverse abdominis, keeping the spine absolutely straight. You want to basically keep the arms straight, moving them back and forth, nice and slowly, 2 seconds back, 2 seconds forward. It's nice and gradual, keeping the hips in place. Really good muscle for the transverse abdominis, and it also works your latissimus dorsi, really key muscle group for swimming. This is a TRX single leg squat, just doing a basic squat pattern with one leg, pushing through the heels, extending out through the hips, making sure all his weight is going through his heels. Attempting to keep his spine straight as well. That's one of the key parts, is making sure the spine is absolutely straight. Alright, this is called the prone hip twist. With the Swiss ball, you're trying to twist your hips, much in the same way that you would move your hips up and down when you're swimming. The hip joint itself, the leg kick has to come from the hip joint, so you're going to get some rotation, and you have to be able to move your legs within that rotation. The theraband internal rotation, this works the subscapularis through rotation of the humerus. Really important muscle for your shoulder blade that keeps your shoulder stable. Of course, your shoulders are working a lot. They need to be the humerus needs to be held in place when you're swimming. So you need to keep these muscles strong. And right now we're going to show you the external rotation, which is the opposite direction. This is the theraband external rotation. This is going to work the muscles through your external rotators of the humerus. It's going to work the infraspinatus and teres minor. Of course, you've got a little bit of abduction there, which will work the deltoids and the supraspinatus as well. So really good exercise for that. This exercise is called the side plank with a reach under. Really key exercise, really helpful exercise for swimming. As you can see, you have to work through that shoulder joint that's balancing there on your arm. So that's one way you can do it. Another way is you want to try and get the arm 90 degrees. The point is to rotate over the socket of the humerus. The muscles are stabilizing through your supporting shoulder. They have to do a lot of work to hold that shoulder in place. If you're conditioning your shoulder like this, this is going to really help your swimming. Through your hip joint, through your shoulder joint, you're going to get a lot of stability. You require a lot of stability when you swim through your hip joint and your shoulder joint. As you can see in this exercise, you've got to keep your core strong, your spine straight, and then you've got to work the muscles that extend your hips and extend your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to do the starfish push-up. Okay, basically you've got to keep your core strong, doing a normal push-up, and then lift your arm up so your shoulders rotate. Okay, another variation to this is with your feet together. You're rolling the foot on top of the other foot. Again, really working the stabilizers to your shoulder joint. You're not going to work your abdominals as much in the second variation, but you're going to put more stress onto the shoulder, strengthening your shoulder joint.